When I woke up, the ceiling looked blurry. The lights hummed. My stomach burned like fire. I tried to move, but pain pinned me down. The nurse helped me sit, her hands trembling slightly as she tied my gown. Then she said it, soft, shaky, almost like she wished she hadn't. "I'm so sorry. I didn't know he didn't tell you." My heart slowed. "Tell me what?" She hesitated, then pulled the curtain shut around the bed, sealing us in a pale, sterile box of silence. Her eyes darted toward the door. "Your husband approved a second surgery," she whispered. "One you never consented to." At first I thought I misheard. I was groggy, medicated, barely stitched back together. But then her words sank in, and I felt it, that cold, crawling realization that something had been taken from me. She left before I could ask more, saying she could lose her job. And I lay there, hand pressed against the bandages on my abdomen, wondering what the hell had been done to me. My husband, Ethan, came in later, perfectly composed, too composed. He kissed my forehead, asked if I was feeling okay, and smiled like he hadn't just rewritten my body. "What did you do?" I asked. My voice was dry, cracked. He froze, but only for a second. Then he smiled again, that politician smile that used to charm me. "They removed something extra," he said. "You'll thank me later." Removed what? Just something that shouldn't have been there. He touched my hand, but I pulled away. That's when I saw it, the waiver form folded neatly in his jacket pocket. My name forged at the bottom. Before the painkillers wore off, I used my phone. Quietly. I called my friend, Jenna, a nurse in another hospital. She came that night, pretending to visit. She checked my chart, her face draining of color as she read. "They tied your tubes," she whispered. "You can't have children now." I felt the world tilt. No air, no words, just a low ringing in my ears as everything inside me went silent. Ethan always said he wasn't ready for kids. I thought we had time. We'd argued about it before, his career, his timing, his future. I never imagined he'd take the choice away from me. But once the numbness passed, something sharper replaced it. Not grief, not rage, control. I realized I couldn't undo what he'd done, but I could make him pay for it, in a language he understood. Power, reputation, legacy. Ethan worked at a medical tech company, a rising executive. He'd built his career on image, precision, ethics. So I started where it would hurt most. First, I found the hospital administrator. I told her everything, calmly, factually. The forged signature, the falsified consent. She looked terrified. I could tell she knew it was true. I didn't demand money. I asked for records. Every document, every timestamp, every staff log that showed he'd interfered. Then I contacted a lawyer, quietly, discreetly, a woman who'd handled malpractice cases before. I gave her everything, including the nurse's name, the admin's call log, and the security footage I'd requested for insurance reasons. And finally, I waited. For 3 months, I played the perfect wife, smiled at dinners, hosted his colleagues, slept beside him like nothing had changed. He thought I'd forgiven him. He even said once, "I knew you'd understand, sweetheart. It was for the best." I almost laughed. He had no idea that while he was climbing higher at work, I was setting the stage for his fall. The first domino dropped during his quarterly review. An anonymous packet landed on the desk of the company's ethics board, complete with medical reports, forged documents, and a notarized statement from a whistleblowing nurse. 2 days later, the hospital board received the same. The story spread faster than infection. Medical executive falsifies consent for unauthorized surgery on his own wife. By the end of the week, he was suspended. By the end of the month, his license was under review. He came home that night broken and desperate. Who did this? Who hates me this much? I just stared at him. He searched my face for an answer. And maybe, deep down, he found it. The divorce was quiet, efficient. I got everything: the house, the car, the accounts. He got headlines and lawyers. The court asked if I wanted to pursue criminal charges. I said no, because watching him lose everything he'd built, everything he'd chosen over me, that was punishment enough. Sometimes I touch the scar on my stomach and wonder if I should feel grief. But what I feel is clarity. He thought he could decide my future. He thought he could take my body, my choice, my voice. But he forgot who I am. He may have taken my ability to create life, but I created something far more lasting: his ruin.